Hi guys, Videobob here in my mid-century modern living room, I guess. I got to talk to you about a public service announcement, sort of. I had some videos removed today by YouTube. I'm assuming, I know the people who did the complaint. It's the people who make furniture similar to the furniture behind me. I'm not going to say the name of the furniture, but they complained about the review that I did of some furniture items that I bought that are available, that you buy them on Amazon, things like that. And I guess their complaint was that they weren't genuine, that they weren't real. You can buy these things on Amazon, eBay, various other websites I'm not going to mention or link to. I'm not going to do any of that. But they've been around for a long time. I mean, we're talking about furniture that was designed and built in the 40s and 50s. And, you can buy recreations or similar versions, let's say. Or maybe even say the word, a replica. Maybe that's okay. But these particular types of furniture items, they're apparently, they're copyrighted. You can't look at them. You can't even talk about them. You can't even say their names. That's what's happening now. You can call that censorship or whatever. I don't see how it's possible that a manufacturer of furniture could file a claim of copyright against somebody who simply talked about the fact that there are people who make and sell copies and replicas. Seems to me like the responsibility of that would go to the people who manufacture or sell. I don't manufacture furniture. I don't sell furniture. I simply talked about furniture. And I mean, I'm just in my living room. That's all. I'm not at a store. I'm not selling anything. I'm just telling you that there's certain furniture items that you're not allowed to talk about. You're not allowed to discuss. I find it amazing, folks. I really do. It just doesn't make sense to me that I respect YouTube and Google. I'm part of their profit sharing thing. I've been on YouTube since 2007. I have 27 million views, 127,000 subscribers. Not bragging, I'm just saying this is my status that I've been working with the company, I'm a company man. We produce content. My name is Videobob because I've been doing these videos since before there was an internet. I did this on cable access in the early 90s. You understand? So I've been doing this thing that we're doing now. I've been doing this with a VHS camera. And we played on cable access. So since before there was such a thing as social media, this is what I've been doing. And I have a lot of different channels on YouTube. I don't want to piss them off. It's not YouTube's fault. They're following their guidelines. The company that makes said furniture, though, to go after the end user, bad, very bad. I can tell you, if you're one of those people watching, not only has it left a bad taste in my mouth, I would suggest go and watch a video, search on my channel, a video I did about Ashley Furniture and their manufacture of their chairs and couches, and how my complaints, after hundreds of thousands of views and complaints about their furniture, they reached out to me and were just begging me, please. They gave me a refund for the couch. They told me, you can have any furniture you want from our catalog, just please stop telling everybody how terrible it is, because they were selling garbage. They had multiple lawsuits. So the point is like the company that does this, which is a huge company because they sell office furniture and they're selling office chairs for $500 a piece. They're making a lot of money. And why they would want to go after a YouTube reviewer who bought a chair off of Amazon. That's it. Go after Amazon. Go after the manufacturer, the distributor, right? But the guy who just talked about his chair on YouTube? So they deleted all the videos, all of the related videos, all of them. You're not going to find them. They're all gone. The ones I did about the chairs, the one I did about the table, they're all gone. They deleted the videos and sent me violation notices and told me that any further notices would be a problem. So I'm here to tell you that I will no longer, support these videos. We will not make any more of those videos. I will know it's over, okay? I'm not talking about furniture, chairs, none of this stuff anymore. I will relax in my very comfortable Italian leather chair and contemplate how a furniture company targeted me to delete my videos. I just don't see how it's possible. I committed no copyright violation. I didn't make any chairs. I didn't sell any chairs. Are you telling me that if you come to my house and look at my chair, take a picture of it, you've committed a violation of copyright? Is it contraband? I just left the fantastic flea market on Decatur over there here in Vegas. And I'd say 90% of the stuff that's in there is all Fugazi fake brands, right? We're talking about fake, Louis Vuitton, fake Dolce & Gabbana, fake Rolexes, fake. Everything that they sell in there is fake. And yet the FBI is not raiding them. Nothing's happening. So I just want to say that, if you go looking for those videos and go, where did they go? What happened to them? That's what happened. I'm quite frankly shocked. I really am. I never in a million years thought that we now live in a world where free speech is stifled this way. Well, I guess we went through that last couple of years ago, talking about, whichever, maybe you were favorable of a political candidate. They didn't like you talking about that. They would suppress your videos, or maybe you were in favor or not in favor of how the pandemic was being handled. And they're just literally stifling words, not allowed to say things. They want to control what you say, how you think, what you buy, and that there's this much. I'm just trying to point out to you that there's this much of a corporate influence. Imagine the manufacturer of chairs, people that make furniture, can control your free speech. Now, if you don't believe that, if you don't understand that people that make chairs can control your media, imagine what a pharmaceutical company could do. Imagine, what millionaire and billionaire politicians can do. I just want this to be a simple example to my viewers that when you tune into the media, whatever that media is, everything is controlled. I was going to make a video that's completely off the subject, but my insurance, I'm diabetic, and my insurance lapsed because my wife's job had to change. It's a long story, but I was going to be without insurance for like a year. And I went to go pick up my meds, and it was $3,000 without the insurance. Now, I need to make a separate video about this, but one of the drugs I take is called Ozempic. Now, Ozempic is a diabetic drug, and it does make you lose weight. And I have lost weight, and my sugar has been better. I got to tell you, the drug works. And September 1st, which was my birthday, I took a photo of my scale because I weighed the lowest I've ever weighed. I weighed 204.5 pounds, 205 pounds. And I had run out of my drug. And I said, okay, well, I'm not going to be able to pick it up again until October 1st. So I'm going to have to go without it for a little while. And let me tell you, it is, the recording of this video is the 15th. In 2 weeks' time, I have gained 20 pounds. 20 pounds I've gained because I didn't have the drug. It's 1.5 pounds. It's like over 1 pound a day. I would now weigh 225 pounds. I gained 20 pounds in 2 weeks, in 14 days, because I haven't had my medicine. That's how powerful this drug is. It's really an endorsement for Ozempic. This thing, it works. My A1C was like normal. My sugar was down. I was losing weight. But the minute you stop taking it, it all comes back. My sugar, I checked it the other day. I felt like hell. It was almost 400. And my legs were swelled up. I was like, what's going on with me? It's because I didn't have my medicine. So I've decided, I called up the pharmacist and I go, I don't care how much it costs. They told me it's $1,000 for this single injection pen. I said, you know what? I'm just going to come down there and pay it. I'm not poor. I have money. I'm just going to pay the $1,000 and the next month I'll get it under my regular insurance. But I only tell you that story to tell you that like the pharmaceutical company, you're trying to tell me that this pen, this drug cost $1,000, but then with insurance, and so they're billing insurance for it. Get out of town. I don't think so. Right? So I'm here to tell you that it has been my personal experience that you're seeing firsthand, ladies and gentlemen, that it doesn't matter, the company that does this, I don't want to say their name, but they're a multi-billion-dollar company. And they're a huge company, and they have the influence that they can contact Google. They can contact YouTube and say, take that guy's videos down. We don't like what he's saying about a chair. Because he's talking about a chair that we didn't make, and we want to shut down the manufacturer, but they're in China. We can't get to them, so we'll just shut down the person who talked about it. I didn't sell a chair. I didn't make a chair. I talked about a chair. I'm blown away by the fact that you can be shut down for your speech. I didn't incite any kind of violence. I didn't say anything hurtful, hateful, bigoted, racial, homophobic, anything of that nature. I didn't talk about any form of politics. I just talked about how I bought a chair online on Amazon, put it together, sat in it, it was comfortable. That was the video. And that was taken down for copyright violation is what they called it. No, what it's called is you're paid off by this company and you're going to stifle my free speech. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. We've got some huge decisions to make next year. All right? Just take a look around you. Our interest rates, our fuel costs. We have corporations buying up all the single-family homes. Can't buy one. Huge conglomerates that are doing all these things. The fuel, the food, the transportation, the housing. And this is just a small example. We're talking about a company that makes office chairs. And they have this kind of power. Imagine what a politician can do, or a pharmaceutical company. Imagine you're a pharmaceutical company and there's 325 million people or whatever in the country, and you're charging $20 a dose, for your drug that you are forcing upon the people, and you're telling people that if they don't take it, that they're murderers and that they're, whatever. If you wanted to take it, hey, that's up to you. But the point is my point isn't the efficacy or the ethics. My point is a company that's so powerful that they can suppress anyone who talks against it. A friend of mine that lives here in Vegas, who's a prop builder, who was working with MGM, they told him, you need to go get your shot if you want to continue working here. So he went and got one that was made by a company that starts with 2 J's. He immediately had complications. His foot turned blue, and they amputated his left leg. When he tried to talk about that on Facebook, he got a notification from Facebook that said if he continued posting this dangerous and false content, that his account would be deleted. And I got the same warning for reposting his post of him showing a photo of his amputated leg while he was here at Desert Springs Hospital. He now has a prosthetic leg. Why? Because he took a J&J injection that he had a complication with. He's not allowed to talk about it. Now, I could also tell you a story that my friend, his ex-girlfriend, was one of the head nurses who worked at the convention center here. Her job was to administer these said shots. And she told me that she had not taken it. None of the other nurses has taken it. None of the doctors had taken it. And what they did was, if you came in and said you didn't really want the shot, they just pretended to give you the shot. They threw it in the trash and they handed you a card. She said, that's the majority of what's going on here. That's why people ask for us by name. No one really wants it. They just want the little card. So they just pretend to give you the shot. They peel the sticker off. They put it on the card, and they throw it into the trash. I can't confirm or deny whether or not that actually happened. That's just a story I heard at a party. But when I went to my nurses and doctors at Charlton Methodist in Dallas, at my other location where I go, they told me that not a single one of them had taken it, and they would walk out if they were asked to. Now, I have tons and tons of friends who did take it. My wife took it. It was fine. They were fine, except for Frank, who lost his leg. So other than that, I just want you to understand that you're not allowed to talk about certain things. All of the media you watch, whether it's social media, streaming media, broadcast media, I don't care what 3 letters is in their name, it doesn't matter. They are 100% controlled by the companies that buy the advertising and control them, and that probably own them in the first place. And they will make sure you buy what you're told to buy. You'll do what you're told to do, and that's just what's going to happen, folks. That's the world we're living in. You may think I'm really jumping the shark here because I got a YouTube video taken down about a chair, but let me tell you, it's just a tiny example of a large plan that's going on here. Every TV commercial that you watch, every show that you watch, what are the commercials? Every single commercial is a pharmaceutical commercial by the company that was selling you these injections. Almost every commercial, there's not a commercial break that comes on a streaming service or when you're scrolling around, on the Book of Face or on the gram of Insta of the talk of the tick. It's like drugs. And every commercial, by the way, like there is no worse time on the planet to be like a white American male. You are not going to get a job ever. If you are a black female with curly hair, you will be hired for every commercial that there is, especially if you don't have a problem being your actor spouse being a white guy. Because that's every single commercial. It's not a complaint. It's just an observation. I'm not complaining. My best friend in the whole world, he only dates black women and he's a white guy. So all his girlfriends are black. That's fine. Great. That's great. I love it. No problem. But that's such a tiny fraction of the norm. I could go on and on about this complaint, and it's not, and when people talk about this, they automatically go, oh, well, you must be racist, or you must be bigoted, or you must be anti-whatever, or phobic, or whatever. If that's not the case, it has nothing to do with any of that. It has nothing to do with any of that. Imagine every commercial you saw, every person was driving like, a plaid, a pink and purple plaid Reliant K car or some ridiculous, a Citroen or something. And you go, well, that's not the cars that people drive. That doesn't make sense. But you're presenting it to me as the norm, as though that's the norm. Like every commercial, imagine every TV show you watch, the people go and they only eat deep fried octopus for every dinner. And you go, that doesn't seem like the norm to me. I don't think that that's what people order at restaurants. For some reason, they're trying to make me think that that's normal, that that's what's going on, that that's the majority. So do you see the example I'm trying to make here? That right there is, you go, I don't get it. Is somebody trying to control my thought? Is somebody trying to persuade? Is somebody trying to put something in here that's, am I being told something? Am I being told not to talk about something? Am I being told to think a certain way? Rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. Brainwash, rinse, repeat. Brainwash, rinse, repeat. This is media. I'm just disgusted by it. And one of the reasons I don't watch television or movies anymore, and I really only watch YouTube, and I really only watch other content creators like myself, the reason that's the only thing that I do is because I can't stand television. It disgusts me. I can't stand game shows, TV, movies. Every time we go to the movies, I walk out of the movie wanting to punch a wall. I'm just like, ah! I don't want to watch anything past 1995. The movies suck. The TV shows suck. I just want to watch content creators. I'd rather watch a guy take a watch apart and put it back together. I'd rather watch JR go paint his house. I'd rather watch Hoovy buy a truck, or Car Wizard change a belt on an alternator. I'd rather watch, Alex at Legit Street Cars work on his DeLorean. I'd rather watch Tavares work on his McLaren. I'd rather watch Rich Benoit work on a Tesla or a Hayabusa or whatever. I'd rather watch any of those things. I'd rather go outside and watch two cats fuck in the yard than have to watch one of these stupid TV shows, or to have my mind and my language manipulated by a media company. I'm just absolutely disgusted, folks. I don't even care. It's not about the money. It's just about the control. And I'm a guy who follows the rules. I'm not a criminal. I don't break the rules, right? I don't drink, really. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I don't commit crimes. I haven't gotten anybody pregnant. I haven't, I'm a good guy. I don't ever get a speeding ticket or parking ticket. I've never had a lawsuit of any kind. I don't have any kind of disputes. I don't have anybody like sending me death threats or anything. Actually, I get fan mail constantly. I don't know how people figure out my address, but people mail me stuff. I'm just saying, I'm not a bad person. I try really hard to be a good person, treat people like they want to be treated. But yet, it's just not good enough. And people seem to think that if you feel one way politically, that it means that you go along with all of those ideals. That's not the case. Like, for instance, I would never consider myself like a Republican or a right-wing person or a religious zealot or any of those kind of people. Never in a million years. I'm about personal freedom. I'm about letting people live and let live, do what they want to do with their lives. But I am about free enterprise. And at the same time, though, you have to make the country livable. You have to be able to afford the fuel and afford the food and afford the places to live. And I understand free enterprise, but at the same time, you have to protect the people. There's this meme going around on TikTok where women are asking, the joke is that women will ask their man, how often do you think about the Roman Empire? That's the new thing. And men go, all the time, actually. There's a lot, and the reason is because you can learn a lot about the fall of Rome. You really can. And the emperors, the betrayals, the slaves overtaking the population. All of the things that happened over like 1,000-year period between the Greeks and the Romans. Not only just the science, but the civilization, the philosophy, the strategy, all of these things. And I got to tell you, where Rome is today in America, it is not good. Listen, this video's gone on for over 20 minutes. It was supposed to be a 2-minute video. I'm trying out my new GoPro system. Hope you think it's cool, right? I normally shoot on an iPhone. I was going to do a video about this. Am I allowed to do this, YouTube? Is it okay? Is GoPro going to get pissed? I put together this rig. I'm going to go into my bathroom and show it to you. You got this light on. Let me turn the light off. Hold on. There we go. So this is the new rig, right? So I've got this GoPro with the Volta handle, with the Rode microphone. I thought I would try this out for a little while and see how it works. Turn that light on. Ooh, that's much better. So this is the new rig. I like this because it has like a little tripod on the handle that you can open up, and then you can like set the thing down on a table. This whole handle is a battery pack that'll run it for hours. There's a screen on the front. So I've been using my iPhone for years, and I thought, I think I would just switch over to this. I just realized the microphone was pointed the other way. I thought I would try this GoPro thing out. Let me know in the comments. Oh, there's the comment section on this one's going to be fire. Woo! But let me know what you think of the new GoPro rig, if you think it's cool. I'm shooting it in 4K at 24 frames. I am Videobob, and I rarely talk about my video stuff. That was my TV show, Scream Machines. Is that okay? Can I talk about that, YouTube? Is that all right? I know that it's trademarked and copyrighted with the Real Corporation and AMS Pictures. Anyway, We are here in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. Let me turn my light back on. There it is. No, under trademark. Here's one of my other rigs, you know, like I use this thing here for really important stuff. It's black and red. Look at that thing. It's a Panasonic 4K movie camera with the official Videobob logo on there. There we go. So I'm going to be using that for some more official stuff that we do. Anyway, just thought I don't know. I'm trying to take my mind off of this because I'm so wound up. All right, this video is 25 minutes long. I got to go. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize for this rant. Hopefully it doesn't get me into more trouble. I just want you guys to understand what's going on. I also want to say how much I appreciate all of my fans that support me. You know, some of you send me money through Patreon. Some of you buy my things off of eBay. Some of you just send me fan letters and gifts and things, and that's fantastic. And what I want to try to do is set up like a P.O. box or something that I can give up publicly for people to mail things to me. And I want to set up a Patreon that's just cheap, a cheap little Patreon that I can send you little things, you know. And like for instance, I'll show you. Here's something that we made. You know, you saw that I gave German and Venice one of these, the Videobob lollipops. You know, these are watermelon flavored. They're delicious. Put Bob in your mouth. I don't know. Those are some promotional items that I made, but just little things like that people want. And I want to be able to share them with you. So, anyway, yeah, I'm rambling. Let me let you guys go. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. I don't know how long this channel is going to be around. I hope so. All right. Love you guys. Catch you later.